Nigeria's political atmosphere is becoming increasingly heated ahead of the 2027 presidential election after the national chairman of the People's Redemption Party, Dr. Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, openly declared that he would work to remove President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu from power. The explosive statement has immediately intensified political tensions nationwide and added fresh momentum to growing opposition conversations about coalition building, APC internal crisis, and the future of Nigeria's leadership. Baba-Ahmed made the remarks during a television interview while responding to accusations that he was secretly working for President Tinubu because of his previous role inside the administration. But instead of distancing himself quietly from the government, the former president's aide launched one of his strongest public attacks yet against the current administration, insisting clearly that he no longer supports the direction of the APC government. According to him, he worked in Tinubu's administration, but never worked for Tinubu personally. The statement immediately drew national attention because Baba-Ahmed was once part of the inner political structure of the current administration as a former special advisor on political matters to the president and also a former spokesperson for the Northern Elders Forum. His comments carry significant political weight, especially across northern political cycles, where his voice remains influential. But what shocked many Nigerians most was not simply his criticism of the government. It was the directness of his declaration. Baba-Ahmed openly stated that he would work to remove Tinubu from office in 2027 because he believes the president represents bad news for Nigeria's future. The statement instantly transformed what could have been an ordinary political disagreement into a major political confrontation between a former insider and the current administration. His comments have now fueled wider discussions about growing dissatisfaction within political cycles that once supported the APC government. Baba-Ahmed did not stop at criticism alone. He also ruled out ever working with President Tinubu again, insisting that if he truly wanted to continue supporting the administration, he would never have resigned from his appointments. His resignation from the government in April 2025 had already generated speculation about internal disagreements within the administration. But his latest comments now leave little doubt that he has completely repositioned himself politically against the APC ahead of 2027. The PRP chairman also used the interview to argue that the APC has already weakened itself through poor governance, rising hardship, insecurity, and what he described as anti-democratic behavior within the ruling party. According to him, President Tinubu has already done half the work for the opposition by creating widespread dissatisfaction across the country. He pointed to worsening economic conditions, insecurity, poverty, and frustration among ordinary Nigerians as evident that public anger against the government is growing steadily nationwide. His criticism reflects sentiments that are increasingly becoming louder across several parts of the country. Inflation, rising food prices, unemployment, fuel costs, and insecurity continue dominating public conversations nationwide. Many Nigerians are struggling under several economic pressure, and opposition parties are now attempting to turn that frustration into political momentum ahead of the next election cycle. Baba-Ahmed's comments therefore connect directly with broader opposition, messaging that the APC government has failed to improve living conditions for ordinary citizens. At the same time, Baba-Ahmed also admitted that defeating the APC in 2027 will require serious cooperation among opposition forces. He stressed that opposition parties must overcome selfish interests personal ambition, and internal rivalry if they hope to remove the ruling party from power successfully. According to him, changing the government in 2027 remains possible, but only if opposition groups unite their resources, structures, and political energy towards a common goal. His comments came at a time when conversations around opposition coalitions are already intensifying nationwide. Across political cycles in Abuja and several states, discussions involving major opposition figures such as Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, and other political actors continue generating attention ahead of 2027. Many opposition supporters believe the fragmentation seen during the 2023 election helped strengthen the APC indirectly. As a result, pressure is now growing for broader political cooperation capable of creating a stronger national challenge against President Tinubu. Baba-Ahmed also launched a fierce attack on the APC's internal political structure. He accused the ruling party of destroying democratic traditions by allowing only a handful of powerful figures to determine who gets political positions during primaries and internal elections. According to him, the APC has increasingly become a system where a few individuals decide who becomes governor, lawmakers, or candidates, while ordinary party members are sidelined completely. His comments come just days after APC House of Representative primaries across several states ended in chaos, protests, and accusations of manipulation. In multiple states, lawmakers openly rejected results, claiming tickets were imposed by governors and party leaders rather than decided through transparent democratic processes. The crisis has already deepened tensions inside the ruling party and created fresh concerns about possible internal rebellion ahead of 2027. Baba-Ahmed insisted that the APC is already beginning to implode internally because of these growing internal contradictions. The remarks have now intensified debate about whether the ruling party may eventually face serious instability from within if internal grievances continue expanding nationwide. Across states like Benue, Ogun, Rivers, Lagos, and Edo, tensions inside the APC continue growing after controversial primary exercises triggered anger among party members and serving lawmakers. Still, supporters of President Tinubu are likely to dismiss Baba-Ahmed's comments as opposition rhetoric designed to create political excitement ahead of the next election. The APC continues defending its economic reform as painful but necessary decisions aimed at stabilizing the country long-term. Supporters of the administration also argue that many current economic difficulties were inherited from previous governments and require time before improvements become visible nationwide. Even so, Baba-Ahmed's statements remain politically significant because they reflect a broader shift happening within parts of Nigeria's political establishment. Figures who once worked closely with the government are increasingly becoming vocal critics, especially over issues involving economic hardship, insecurity, and governance. This growing public criticism from former insiders could become politically damaging if opposition groups eventually succeed in consolidating wider support around a common platform before 2027. The PRP chairman's comments also reveal how early the political battle for 2027 has already started. Although the next presidential election is still some distance away, political alliance, positioning, consultations, and public confrontations are intensifying rapidly across the country. Opposition leaders are becoming more aggressive, while the ruling party is also working to strengthen its structures and maintain political control nationwide. Meanwhile, ordinary Nigerians remain focused largely on one issue results. Many citizens are less interested in political battles and more concerned about whether living conditions will improve in the coming years. Economic hardship, insecurity, unemployment, and rising costs continue shaping national frustration, and both the APC and opposition forces understand that public mood may ultimately become one of the biggest deciding factors ahead of 2027. For now, Baba-Ahmed has made his position completely clear. The former presidential aide, who once worked inside the Tinubu administration, is now openly aligning himself against the president's re-election ambitions. His declaration has added fresh energy to opposition politics and intensified the growing political tension surrounding the next election cycle. And as the road towards 2027 becomes more heated, Nigeria may soon witness even more defections, confrontations, and political battles from figures who once stood inside the very system they are now determined to challenge. That's all for now on News Express, and to our amazing viewers, kindly subscribe, like, and share this video. I'm Chidera Esum. Thank you for watching. Do have a beautiful day.